4 men, 3 eras, 2 shows, 1 road to WrestleMania. We are the 4 Sportsmen. I'm your host and your fresh eyes, Jay Alka.
Bob staying in the building.
Rob City here, let's go.
Hey, minus A Scott. He's out in Canada. I don't know what he's doing. Canada. It's a Habibi's team, you know? But just so you guys know, we went to Payback this weekend. Awesome stuff. We had fun. Great show to be at. But I did hear that there were some discrepancies. Would you guys have anything on that?
Discrepancies meaning like the crowd and stuff like that?
No, for the people at home, there was actually people that said like a lot of matches didn't mean much. There wasn't a universal title match or something like it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can say that anytime the main belt's not on the line, right?
Yeah.
The main event didn't have any title implications. I think that's typically what you'd want to see at a pay-per-view.
True.
But when you said discrepancies, I thought you were talking about how our screen wasn't working during the House of Horror match.
True.
It wasn't working the whole time, though.
Well, regardless if it worked, it wouldn't have made the match better.
No.
But it still kind of sucks.
I didn't need that one bar of pixels to know that match was crap.
But yo, if you're gonna have a match that's gonna be on screen for about 10 to 15 minutes, I'd expect that
Well, that was like
you get the bar
30.
fixed.
For sure, fix the damn jumbotron.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. But for the most part, we had a blast there. If you caught the video of us doing the pregame right before the whole card, I took them chops. You know what I'm saying? Fun stuff.
Tell me when.
Hey, lit. Would you guys want to run through the card, or should we just go through Raw? Because Raw was actually pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Good stuff.
I guess we could just, sum up Payback. I think part of the reason why we enjoyed it a little more than usual is because we were physically there. We got to mix in with the crowd, start our own chants and stuff. But
True.
I thought it was better than your typical pay-per-view. I remember watching Payback last year and thinking it was sorry.
Oh, like your typical B pay-per-view that's not one of the main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It had its moments. It was a solid pay-per-view. I don't really know where the negativity comes from. I mean, I could see why, main belt not being defended, and yeah, that's a valid point. But at the same time, that's because y'all wanted Brock Lesnar. So you got Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's your fault.
Also,
Your fault.
You guys were very upset that Bayley lost, and I don't care.
You didn't care?
I like Alexa Bliss.
Am I the only one? She's not doing much for me.
The same here. But I will say that her promo on Raw the other night was actually pretty freaking dope.
Yeah.
And when I saw Bayley, it reminded me of Waterboy when the coach was looking at the other coach across the way like, oh, little baby.
I think I'd put her a step below Charlotte. Charlotte. I'll put her a step below Charlotte in terms of promo work in terms of like the entire female roster.
Sure.
I think she does better promo work than Sasha and Bayley. Would you guys agree?
Alexa Bliss does?
Yeah. I think she's pretty good on the mic.
She is good on the mic. I mean, it's weird. It's like almost unorthodox, unstructured, but she's flowing and she's hitting you with fire every single time.
Yeah,
her gimmick is like Super Valley Girl Harley Quinn.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I am glad, though? I'm glad that she stopped going full Harley Quinn. She's her.
Yeah.
She dyed the hair back.
Yeah, you're doing your own thing, so I'm not mad at it. But at first I was iffy on it just because it was like, I've seen this before.
Yeah, like you're completely taking a character and doing that. But hey, good for you.
Heel turn.
Heel turn.
Oh yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus.
Cesaro and Sheamus.
That's a big deal. How do you guys feel about that? Is that the right way for them?
I liked it, especially their promo on Raw.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I like where they're going with it. It's interesting to see Cesaro as a bad guy. He hasn't been a bad guy in a while.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been a bad guy since we started this damn thing. Right?
Yeah. I feel like they've been somewhat tweeners, building their camaraderie.
Yes.
Now that they're solidified, they're taking off.
I think they should be bad guys.
Yeah, and I like them fighting against the Hardy Boys too. That's a good mix right there.
It seemed like they finally have some juice to a feud in the tag team division, which is good because it usually is just like, who are the top 2 guys that we got? All right, make them fight.
Exactly.
I think this is gonna really test how good of a worker Cesaro is.
He's great.
No, in terms of just overall, because he's so over with the crowd, he needs to deliver some pretty strong heel promos to get them to hate him.
True. Oh, you're talking about promos, not in ring.
Yeah, I guess promos and what he does in ring, like
He can't be
stuff.
doing the spinny stuff no more. That's not. People cheer for that. You can't do that. No more.
Yeah, people cheer for that, and people love when he does the express train stuff too. So.
Yeah.
Damn, so that sucks. When you turn heel, you got to drop everything that people like.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's flippy, like if you're like Neville stopped doing the red arrow for a while.
Stop doing the turnbuckle flip.
Because he's a bad guy, so he started doing the other move.
He's a bad guy now. Okay.
Bad guys can't do fun things, apparently.
I guess so.
Well, speaking of bad guys, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. Were you guys excited about Chris Jericho winning the title?
It was a big swerve. That was really cool.
Unexpected.
None of us expected that one.
Yeah.
I think maybe one of us called it. I'm not sure. I'm not going to take credit for it because I didn't do it. But
I haven't seen anyone tap to the walls in a very, very long time. So
Nice.
I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, I just loved cheering the walls loudly and belligerently. It was very fun. So then Neville versus Austin Aries. I think I went to the bathroom, but
it was
stuff.
It was cool from what I saw. 'Cause
Yeah.
I went on a beer run right at that time, so But from what I caught, it was a good match, and from what everybody's saying, it's well received. I like that it went out on a DQ just because they're gonna continue this thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only real reason that anybody watches the cruiserweights right now. So
Right.
keep it going, man.
Yeah. So then Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. It was a cool match. Get to see them live.
Yeah.
Can't say much, but it was cool. Rollins
Actually,
with the
real
pin.
quick,
Go
if
ahead.
they were going to have this feud continue, why wouldn't you just have Samoa win and just keep building that baby face gap that's often created for Rollins? You know what I mean?
Because I don't think you can roll with that same gimmick over and over again. Like, oh, my leg hurts. Like, you can't do that. You can't keep doing that.
Okay.
Like, they did it with Cesaro's shoulder for, 9 months, and we were just like, okay, bro, when is your either hit the DL or don't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and he's not the typical babyface where you can't believe Seth just blowing people out. Like, he can do that because he's super physically gifted. And I like that I can't guess who's going to pick up what win because both of those guys are super credible. So,
Yeah.
just keep them both credible.
Yeah,
Need
cool.
more of that.
And yeah, you're right. I mean, you can't just bank on the leg thing the whole time. Now Joe's just mad at Seth Rollins because he won. So that's one of the
Keep it
terms.
moving.
Keep it moving. I like it. We're going to keep it moving, too. We talked about it briefly, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. So we had the House of Horrors match on screen, and we were just like, ooh, we even got the "this is boring" chants. San Jose.
Yeah.
I did
In
feel a
the
little
crowd.
bad, but hey, we're in the crowd just watching the screen for 10 minutes.
But it deserved that, though, didn't it? It was boring.
Yeah.
They literally tried to shoot a B horror movie and stick it into a wrestling card. Like,
You said it.
Well,
I mean,
for all you people in the East Coast, the sun was still out in San Jose, and take me to the arena, and it's pitch black outside. No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
That's where I lost interest. I stopped listening.
I lost interest when he started doing the follow the buzzards thing, and then the house turned from blue to red, and I was like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
I like that.
They should have done without the whole video portion. Just have a match, and then if you want to have Jinder interfere, fine.
Oh, Jinder. Yeah, he even hopped in.
And people pop for Jinder.
Jinder did pop.
That's how you know it was terrible.
Leave my guy alone.
I'm sorry.
He's getting a push.
I popped for Jinder. when he
I
came
was
out.
juiced.
You're right.
Yes.
As
You're
soon as
right.
I seen the little Jinderettes or whatever the hell they're called.
Little Bollywood boys.
Oh, yeah, that's whatever.
I think
what
that's
they're
what
called.
they're called. Actually, no, they changed it, but yeah.
They're the Singh brothers.
Yeah.
I acted like I didn't know that, but I just
That's
thought
tight.
that.
That's
No,
tight.
yeah. It's a fact I'm not proud
Cool.
of.
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna just get to. Should I get to Braun and Roman real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, let's run it in. So I went stupid. Strowman won. Dude right next to me was a Roman fan. I was all up in his grill, like, you know how that goes. Were you guys excited about Strowman?
I didn't expect him to win at all. I was expecting, my man to show up, taped up shoulder and all that stuff and still win, and the whole pay-per-view to end in booze.
Yeah, true.
But instead it went the other way, and he's real life bleeding out of his mouth, getting hit in the chest with the steps, and as he's getting gurneyed off, the whole crowd is going, "You deserve it." It's vicious, bro.
Strowman was out there watching his highlights on the Jumbotron, and then he took another stab at him, so
Yeah.
I'm not mad at any of it. If Brock's not going to be in the picture to fight any of them, fine.
Yo, but that was a tight match. That was dope. I was excited. For a second, I thought it went quiet. Like, I was so surprised that he pinned him, and everyone was kind of just in shock. And I was just, my hands on my head, stretched out, and then you deserve it came. I should have bet on it.
My man needs a belt. Strowman needs a belt.
He does need a belt, and he. I don't know how they're gonna get him over he's over period, but to get him over as a heel, Roman Reigns is the wrong guy to do that against because you're gonna get cheered like you're God's gift to wrestling.
I think Brock would be the good opponent for that.
Brock and Strowman?
Yeah. Or actually, to go into the rumor mill, the Great Balls of Fire.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know, the Raw exclusive pay-per-view for June has been named Great Balls of Fire. Rumor has it, though...
Wait, are we in 1985? That's the worst name I've ever heard.
That's a terrible name. That's a terrible name.
I feel like
Great Balls of Fire?
I feel like they're trolling us.
Great Balls of Fire?
They have to know
Kane
the
gonna
puns
be
that
involved?
comes to that.
Is Kane going to be involved
Mayor
or not?
Kane?
Oh, yeah, he's doing mayor stuff now.
I'd vote for him. No, I wouldn't. But yeah, rumor has it they're setting up Jeff Hardy and Brock for the title.
That's
I
cool.
think Jeff Hardy would be a good opponent to get Strowman over as a heel.
Yeah, because he could beat the hell out of him and people would be upset.
And my man dies every time you touch him. So
he got his tooth knocked out, by the way, in that match at Payback.
indeed,
Sheamus kicked him square in his face, and
nice.
then he lost his tooth.
Look at these guys. These guys are working. Real blood, losing teeth. I'll take it, man.
Yeah, it was great. It was a fun night all the way around.
It was cool.
Anytime that there's one of those pay-per-views in your area, I would say go. Some
take the trip.
weird stuff might happen.
Man, ain't that the truth? Well, I'm going to take it to Raw. That opening Alexa Bliss's coronation, that was pretty dope. Like we said, she was cutting a good promo. Bayley was looking like a sad little baby. And then we had Enzo versus Luke Gallows. It deepens the feud. I know it's been kind of they're just running it over and over again.
Stop.
What you gonna do?
Enzo took a real uppercut to the face in that match, too.
True.
yeah, his eyes all messed up. If you follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, gashed him up real quick. And then the fast forward match of the night, Gallagher, Tazawa, Rich Swann versus Kendrick, Dar, and Nice.
It was such a skippable match that even if you didn't mention it, I wouldn't have been mad at you.
I had to mention
That's
it.
your get everyone in the division match.
Yeah. There you go. Man, so they got to do something about this division, though. But next thing after that was Heath Slater versus Apollo Crews. What's your guys' thoughts on how they're pushing Apollo Crews?
They got Titus running as his manager. Like they're kind of doing some like Bobby Heenan, I have money stuff with him. I don't know. I don't
like
Titus,
either of them.
Yeah, Titus O'Neil doesn't do anything for me, and I'm telling you, man, the only way that Apollo Crews can get over is if you take him off of TV for like a couple months and have him rejoin with some group and have a mask on him. Just put a mask on him, cover his face, and have him not talk, and just let the work speak for itself.
Let's for sure lose the green briefs too.
You're just a man against the briefs all the way, right?
I think we all are.
Yeah, I don't need to see that much action. You know?
The last person I liked in briefs were The Rock and Stone Cold.
Nice.
Can you name another? Festus?
I'm not gonna sit there and think on briefs.
Yeah, who's
right.
the best dude in briefs? But I'll say this about Apollo and what's his face. I think they're a good pairing. They're awkward. And what's his face? Apollo. He's playing like the dumb young kid, kind of naive, taken in from the veteran who acts like he knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't. And it's just an awkward, good pairing. I think they should keep running with it. They're, like I said, push the young guys. They're doing it.
I wish they'd give more TV time to Heath Slater and Rhino. They're hilarious.
They are cool.
They're funny as hell. They're one of my favorite things, but they got no push now. But
yeah, I mean
it's okay.
He got 7 kids, man. All right, then Cesaro and Sheamus, they lashed out on the WWE Universe. That was a cool, cool promo.
Cool promo, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take it. And then Bray Wyatt introduces himself to Kurt Angle.
That segment was interesting, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like, it was interesting. It was cool to see them in the ring. It was cool to see him give a warning to him, like, you're either with me or you're against me and stuff like that. But, like, it was weird because nothing happened out of it. Like, there was no call-out. There was nothing.
When he said that, I thought, at that moment, it was a planted seed. And I thought, like, is this going to be the match that Kurt Angle, it's going to be him? Like, all the way down the road, SummerSlam or WrestleMania or something like it?
That would be awesome. But
That would be awesome. But, hey.
I'm not mad at that
You
at
read
all.
my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
cool.
but I think it was the most interesting filler of the year.
I can take that.
They needed to fill time, and I don't know. Great.
So now you got me thinking about random segues.
Oh, yeah. The random filler things.
Yeah.
And then the Golden Truth. They ask for opportunity, and they get it.
That was just an excuse to push that match to
The
let people
turmoil
know
stuff.
about it, that it's coming next week.
I like that.
Yeah.
They should do that more.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this date, we're fighting. Like, I don't know, get some
So you have
I
something to look forward to.
mean, it is the Golden Truth. But who are they facing?
It's going to be like, I feel like it's going to be like the whole division is
all
going
the
at
tag
it.
teams. It's like the thing they did on SmackDown where there's a countdown, last person or last
Okay.
tag team there. But I think Sheamus and Cesaro are winning, right? I mean, if they have unfinished business with the Hardys,
Yeah, I don't know anybody else who could win that right now.
unless they use them just to turn them heel, and Enzo and Cass are going to win.
Man, I don't know. Is Enzo and Cass ever going to win now that the Hardys are back? And Enzo and Cass is crazy over in their own right? But not on some nostalgia, stuff like the Hardys are. And the Hardys are not even transitioning into their. Well, they are kind of, sort of into their gimmick now. Like they're not even the broken ones yet. Like they still have to go through that entire thing.
I did see what's his face, hit the
He did.
like ooh.
So
Was
it's
that, I felt like that was the first time. That the first time he really.
That was the
did?
first time he did that on TV.
That was he's done it on TV, but it was the first time where it looked like WWE. It was one of those shots that they left it on so you would see that, because there were other times where, like when they won the belts at Mania, he did that a couple of times, and he did that during the match, but it was off center. He wasn't the main focus.
Yeah.
So he's been doing it the whole time, but that was the first time where they left it on them to get that one shot, and then you know what I mean.
When I saw that, I actually really wanted. I was kind of mad at production because he went like that. That's the perfect drop the music. But they did it 3 seconds after, and I was upset. I don't know. Production got over here.
I think
Live TV, man.
I've been reading on Cage Side Seats that they're actually going to split them.
They should
They think
eventually.
Jeff Hardy is a bigger merch draw as the charismatic Enigma, and I think they're going to let Matt run with his broken gimmick, and both of them are going to be great.
And then they'll eventually fight. It'll be good.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Book it. So after that, we got Austin Aries versus TJP. Yo, I'm getting closer and closer to liking TJP again.
I like how they changed his name. It's not TJ Perkins. He
What
goes
is
by TJP now.
Okay, I'll take that. It's getting deeper and deeper. What do you think, man?
I'm all for the name change. I don't know how I feel about the shoulder pads, but that's a whole different story. I do like the color change, but man, like, are we just going to slow play the music change, or is he going to stick with the Sonic theme song, or what are we doing?
Yeah, man. I mean, it looked gangsta. He was looking at who was it? Who was he in the match with?
Austin Aries?
Yeah, he was looking at Austin Aries, all intense, looking mad gangster. Like, oh man, I believed it for a hot second, but then I heard
Yeah, that's
like
it.
we always do, my man.
If we're going to stick with the video games, can I at least get some evil video game music,
Hey, yeah, I'll take that.
Like some dark boss music? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll go with that.
Something.
And then we had the dopest match of the night, of course, the main event: Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and The Miz. That was tight. Got the "This Is Awesome" chants. Fun stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of, it's slow build, which, that's how they do it, especially with 3 people in there. I kind of liked how Miz, for all the people that say that Miz doesn't work hard, my man got thrown through the ring like 5 times, got a suicide dived on like 3 or 4 times,
Yeah,
was getting kicked, he got kicked in the face,
like 3 times. Those were like,
then he got slammed on his head twice in a row by Seth. He took that superplex and then another suplex right after that. My man was going hard. I hope he got a little something for that, because he made the whole thing work, really.
a little stipend, like you.
Yeah, give him a little
bonus.
bonus.
No, yeah. So the whole match, I thought Finn was gonna win. And I was like, oh man, he's doing work. He's gassing. And then Seth was gonna win. I was like, oh, he's hitting these spots like crazy.
Yeah.
And then what do you know? Miz does his heelish. He wins it the heel way. And I was pissed, but then my brother had to calm me down. He was like, hey, he's doing his job. He's being a heel. And I was like, God bless
People
him.
hate him. I liked all the interferences, but I saw the Bray Wyatt appearance a little different in my head. I think they should have had Finn go up for the coup de grace, lights go out, and Bray's looking at him while he's standing on top of the turnbuckle.
That's where I thought he was going to pop up. I thought he was going to pop up in the Miz's spot, like standing up, though.
Did the lights even go out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, but yeah, I think that would have been a better way to go about it.
Samoa Joe came in like a monster. That was dope.
They didn't need those interferences. That's all I'm saying.
You don't think so? I think that match was only there to get the Miz's feud starting.
To get everyone's feud started.
Yeah, it was a jumping off point for everything.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't everybody else's feud, but this was like a intersection of three different things. It happened. It was great, and now everybody's going their separate directions.
Okay, yeah.
Finn and Bray, Seth and Joe, and then Miz and Dean.
Again,
yes.
Which I don't know how I feel about that.
That was the issue. That's why I was kind of sad about Miz winning, because we seen this like 3 weeks ago.
We saw this for remember it was a couple of
2
months.
months. Yeah, 2 months ago.
But it was a
2
month
months straight.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Who on Raw would you like to have the IC belt?
Yeah, I can't think right now.
I wanted Finn to win the match, to be honest.
Because that would make that belt cool again. Because people don't care right now. I mean, they like Dean, right? Dean's cool and has his moments, but the belt doesn't really mean much because he doesn't defend it, and it was on the WrestleMania pre-show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that much right now. That's how you know it doesn't mean much.
A Seth Joe IC feud would be cool. That would bring some credibility to the belt.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
Just any of those guys. And the Miz could have won too if anybody else was the champ.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Makes sense.
Like if another babyface was the champ and the Miz would win, I'm not mad because the Miz involved in anything. I mean, his entrance is horrible, but other than that, he's great.
Damn.
His song sucks, bro.
Yeah, no.
Because that's the biggest match of the night, right? And Seth has a banging entrance theme, and Finn's entrance theme is banging, and then here comes the Miz, and it's just such a jobber 2007 garbage.
I think that's the point, though. God damn
it?
It takes the wind out of everyone. There's like, oh my God,
this
the Miz. Here we go.
Guy.
I liked when they had the red carpet for him, though. They should have kept that up.
He should keep wearing that gold thing, too.
Yeah, that weird hooded thing.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan of Marie. She looked great at Payback.
Hey, is she supposed to do her own thing? Because I saw promos where she's by herself.
That was Lana.
She was dancing on a chair. Oh, you're right.
That was Lana.
Damn it, I suck.
She was dancing on a chair?
She was dancing on a chair.
Lana is going to be a singles wrestler soon.
YouTube that.
Hey, good for her. I will YouTube that.
Her gimmick's pretty much a stripper. Shout out to A. Scott. A. Scott was the one. Remember A. Scott was talking about that?
Wow, yeah.
How she's basically a Russian stripper.
Sweet.
Because you know what goes on in A. Scott's mind.
Hey, A. Scott, we miss you. Canada. All right. So we're going on to SmackDown. Spang, you said you hated it.
It was just whatever. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
just a whatever kind of thing. The show was whatever. Jinder got his title taken away. His title, air quotes, taken away. So that was
I didn't like any of it.
You didn't like any of it?
You hate SmackDown right now, though. Pretty
I'm not
hard,
hating
actually.
SmackDown at all, yeah. Well, yeah, ever since Breezango was the number one contender for those tag belts.
Oh, I forgot about that. No, that happened last week or a week off.
That'll get you upset.
Damn.
You got us all upset. We were all
And
stressed out.
Shinsuke's not on camera?
Dude, are we getting to that
You
right
going
now?
into this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, Backlash, the next main pay-per-view, and he's all over the ad.
Is he?
You're not going to have him appear on TV 3 weeks before?
I think they'll get something going for him in these last 2 weeks. All right, here's my thing. One word. Maybe it's 2 words. I don't know. Maybe it's hyphenated. Overexposure. I think they're probably doing him a favor by not showing him every single week. Showing that amazing entrance. It's beautiful. It's art. Every single week. And once they finally put him out and it's big, everyone's seen it across the world, huge pop. But if it was every single week, run-of-the-mill type of stuff, which is the same thing they're kind of doing for Brock Lesnar. I think that's why people love him so much, because he's not there every single week. And it makes me think of Finn Balor when he was being the monster with all the paint and stuff. You saw it, what was it, every pay-per-view or something like that?
Yeah, it was
every match.
Every
match.
takeover.
Big match, like pay-per-views, title matches.
A title match on Raw or something. Yeah, so you see that all the time. And it gets old.
I mean, I get it from if that's why they were doing it, but rumor has it that they were doing it just to fill the stands for 205 Live. Like, he's been in dark matches for 3 straight weeks, fighting off a camera, and that's just because they're trying to get people to stay for 205 Live because people have been leaving. And the crowds have been empty. I guess there's been a few 205 Live episodes where you see just a bunch of empty seats, even from the lower sections.
Why don't they pitch that? Why don't they say like, hey, I mean, do they showboat it, showcase it like in the middle of the whole card? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think they just need to cancel it altogether.
I do too, dude. I don't
It's
know
not
why they have
News.
They shouldn't have a separate show.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, if you want to have a cruiserweight division, fine. I mean, some of them are cool. I like Gallagher, and there's another cool guy, but they don't need their own show.
That belt sucks too.
Yeah, why is it? It looks like a girl's belt. That looks like the female's belt.
I'm not mad at having purple involved, but could we
I think it looks kind of dope.
really?
I forgot whose shoulder it was on. I was like, hey, that is a fresh belt. But it
Yeah.
sucks that this division sucks.
Maybe it's the division that makes me not like the belt.
Well, yeah, I'm fast forwarding through all the majority of their matches. So
It's true.
they got to get me to care more. I don't know what
Get
it
me
is,
to
man.
care.
I don't think I've watched a lick of a cruiserweight match without fast forwarding.
The only ones that I don't fast
Six,
forward
six.
is when Austin Aries is going against somebody that I care about.
Are we caring about TJP yet? I'm kind of caring about.
I think I'm on the fence.
I'm almost there. Not quite.
I want to see how much more deeper they're going in with the heel change. I think it's gonna get solidified with the music, but
Back
good.
on the.
That's my kuya, yo.
I was gonna say
Kuya!
that's your kuya. Damn it! I was gonna say that.
Come on, kuya TJ, do something cool, man. Damn.
But on that Shinsuke topic, we were talking about it earlier, and he was saying like the reason that you do it that way, and you have him on TV. So if he's not on TV, right, you're not paying for SmackDown every week, right? It's free lunch. You're not paying for it. These people are paying to go to SmackDown. And if one of your main attractions, at least if he performs, you're good. Like if it's not on TV, it's one thing.
True.
But that's still free lunch. You're not paying for it.
You're still seeing him,
Yeah.
but it's not showcased.
Yeah, it's not on TV. So you know what I'm saying? So like if anything that helps the the people that whenever house shows come by, like we should go to that. They're gonna have everybody on this thing.
True.
You know how many strong style Shinsuke shirts we saw on Sunday?
A lot.
I didn't even notice. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm a piece of crap.
Oh, that's why you're fresh eyes. It's all good.
Hey.
But, Spain noticed it, and that's what people want to see. People are going to SmackDown wearing their Shinsuke merch, and they can't even like flex on anyone because he's not there.
But this is the thing. If I'd rather them not have him on TV whatsoever, if you're gonna start him off with Dolph Ziggler,
Yeah.
Wow.
because that's what they did with Baron. Remember Baron's first feud? He comes up, you're like, oh, this guy's gigantic. Who's the first guy that he fought? Dolph Ziggler. He didn't even pin him. He threw him outside, and they fought for like 5 minutes.
But you're
Nah,
going to
bro.
keep him off TV, treat him like a part-timer for 5 weeks, and then have it culminate to a match with Dolph Ziggler? I'd rather have him on TV at least a little bit.
I don't think it's gonna call. I don't think they're even gonna go that direction. Are they gonna put him with Dolph Ziggler?
I doubt it. No. Because I don't even know where he's been. But where were they going to go? I'd rather have him not on TV and, like, force him. Like, they would be forcing him right now. They'd be trying to just, like,
'Cause they don't got
throw
anything
anything.
for him.
Exactly, yeah. So I think they should come up with someone
U.S.
close
title,
to it.
maybe? Him and KO?
Yeah, I mean, he should have won some type of... He should have got the Finn treatment. Finn, his first night, wins a number 1 contender match.
Yeah, but they can't do it with both of them. Because then
U.S. title, maybe.
I would give
Because
them.
they did have a number 1 contender's U.S. title.
They should have done that.
Yeah.
But then AJ couldn't. And I like AJ versus KO. That's gonna be cool.
AJ and
That should be
Shinsuke is going to be dope, but I think they saved that for Mania.
Did you guys want to talk about the shortest U.S. title run in history? Or
Go ahead, brother. Bring it up.
so, what was the point of having Jericho win? Was it just so he could complete the resume? Because that's the only belt he never won.
He held it already previously, remember?
No, he never won.
No, he did hold it when KO helped him win it.
Oh, you're right. Well, but that's one. Well, then never mind. Then why did they do that?
It might have been a favor Jericho asked. Like, I'm going to be gone for a very long time. Let me take this one.
Let me just drink it in real quick. And
Maybe. I mean,
more beer.
Yes.
yeah. And then I guess it would feed into the send-off that they had for him, for KO to just beat the crap, which was a great segment.
That was good? You enjoyed that?
I like he took the chair from the stands,
Yeah.
so it doesn't look like a dummy chair. And then he squeezed his head in it, and Jericho was selling that thing like crazy.
Hey, I'll take that any day. His violent stuff look good?
I liked it. You didn't watch it. It's all good. I'm not hating if you don't.
I like Violent KO. Violent KO.
Violent KO is nice. I like heelish KO, making kids cry. It's the way to do it.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Brezengo whole little
Didn't watch
spiel?
it.
Oh, you didn't watch
I told myself I refuse to watch anything that they're a part of, especially if they win those belts.
Damn, dude, you can't even give them a chance.
No chances.
Hey, how do y'all feel about? I know this is hella off topic. How do you feel about the colognes?
I like them.
I'm a fan.
They dropped the.
That's the Shining Stars.
That's the Shining Stars. Remember I told you they changed it?
Yeah, there we go.
They dropped the timeshares, and now it just looks like they have cool moves. That's all it is. They're not cheesy anymore.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Thank God, man.
I'd rather have them over Brezengo be the number one contenders.
I would take. This is exactly when you have Carlito come back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to say right now. That's all. That in my dreams.
That's the perfect guy for him. Because that's his brother. You know, that's one of them's brother. I can't remember which one.
Go figure, man.
That's his brother and his cousin. That's Carlito's brother and his cousin.
They're hitting kind of hard. Because, I mean, their filler matches the Colognes have been having has been against American Alpha. Shelton's bound to come back somehow.
He should be coming back soon.
We got cleared.
Carlito would come back because of that?
Yeah, they had a brief feud when they were together, so then I think all six of them could just have at it.
Mm-hmm. Someone told me, I think it was my brother, young history WWE guy, that Carlito's like hella lazy.
As a worker or something?
Yeah, as a worker, yeah.
Maybe he's changed in his because they keep talking to him. They've talked. I've heard that they've tried to get MVP to come back, but they won't give him enough money. I've heard something about Carlito too, but it's all about money. Is there something weird with the WWE and bringing back people and not like acknowledging the fact that they gained a following outside of WWE? They try to pay them for what they were worth when they left instead of realizing like, okay, Shelton Benjamin went to Japan and then was a stud and everybody loved him over there. So there is a following that he already has post WWE. But his contract seemed to work out, but there's tons of guys. Like, Carlito's been on the indie scene doing the damn thing, and he gained a following, and that's why people want him back.
Well, damn.
And I guess there is a reason why they left the company in the first place. So when it's
for sure.
When it's too soon, then maybe it does get a little sticky. I mean, it took the Hardys like 9 years to come back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So
a long time.
I actually heard, what's his face, Carlito beat up John Cena in a bar.
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, look, man, if Chris Jericho could put, who did he put in a headlock? Goldberg? I believe anything.
Hey.
Him and Goldberg fought, and he got the better of him. Shout out to Chris Jericho.
That's my man.
Shout out to Fozzy.
Fozzy, we're about to see them. We're about to be there, man. With the 4 Sportsmen shirts. Buy the shirts. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we in there. I can see him. I can see us going down to Santa Cruz, and he's gonna be there, like drinking it, man. It's gonna be lit.
I'm assuming they play small venues, so actually we might have a good chance at meeting the guy.
We could go to Santa Cruz. I could see him.
Yeah, Catalyst.
Yeah, the Catalyst. Exactly.
And then go front row with our Jericho shirts on.
Yep. And be a little fangirl. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm excited, man.
Are we on our rumors? What's up?
Yeah. Rumors, please. Yeah. If they got him.
I mean, I already revealed it. Rumor has it, right? They're just splitting the Hardys. That's all I had.
I'm sorry, I saw a GIF on my iPad.
Now we can show our listeners.
Yeah, but
we could show.
Actually, no,
listeners.
it might be flipped. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's gonna be reversed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be backwards.
We'll work on that feature, guys. That's our current mood. If you guys can see that.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope you can make it out. Knew what it was. But hey, sounds like we're pretty good. We're solid.
Oh, they got rid of Otunga. Is the rumor.
Wait, he's done?
Well, that's why Booker's in his seat right now.
Well, I know he was only supposed to be there for a month.
I don't know. I think they're worried about the dynamic that him and Graves were going to have. Like, it wasn't going to be, I guess if you want to call what they were doing with Byron Saxton good, I think Booker is in the seat for it right now.
I like Booker T. I mean, he says some weird stuff.
He does
sometimes, but it's way better to deal with than JBL or anybody else for that matter. Hey, I noticed, but we'll end this real quick.
Yeah.
But I noticed within the last week or so that every time Michael Cole talks, I get upset. Every time. Like, he just starts talking, and I'm just like, no.
I don't like when the camera's on him and he starts talking.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Those stand-ups that they do?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dare I say, I think it's time for him
Move on.
To say peace, yeah.
He's not going. He's part of creative. He's a big.
So be a part of creative. Give the mic drop. To someone else.
Man,
He's still a professional. He's still good.
Yeah, he thinks he's JR, dude. Like, he's not going anywhere.
It's a staple voice for the.
It is. No, his voice is like synonymous with wrestling.
Yeah.
So that's true.
We miss you, Martin.
Yeah, Morrow.
Yeah,
God,
Morrow, man. We got some more ideas coming too, I think, guys. So.
Oh yeah, more videos are coming. We just got this going. We got more videos, more skits, more life. We in this.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, 4 men, 3 eras, 2 shows, 1 road to WrestleMania. We are the 4 Sportsmen.
Buy the shirts.
You heard.